You've been looking for a way to better handle your social media processes, your social media content management, or even just the planning of your social media. This news that I'm about to share with you today is gonna change the game forever. My name is Rachel Peterson, and I'm a social media strategist for many of the brands and businesses that you love, including Metricool. I'm the US ambassador, and I'm excited to share with you this game-changing tool integration and workflow for literally making managing your social media a bajillion times easier. You guys ready for it? Let's just dive right on in. So Metricool is my favorite social media scheduler. That's how I decided that I was going to work with them as my client, but they just announced their Zapier integration, which makes everything so much easier. Let's check it out. So first things first, you're going to see how to connect Metricool and webhooks by Zapier. So we're going to go ahead and take a peek at some of the examples, like new draft in planner. Triggers when a new draft is added in your Metricool planner for the next blank days, however many you want it to say. So you're going to go ahead and click this button, but you can also check out some of the supported triggers and actions. For example, when a post fails, when there's a new inbox conversation, new published post, new draft in planner, new scheduled post, reply to a conversation, add a post to an auto list, and schedule post. Any and all of these can be used with Zapier, and I'm going to use my project management system, or at least the project management system that we use at times, Trello, to basically automate the management and planning of this process so that my team can support me with social media. You guys ready for it? So first things first, I'm going to go to my Zapier. I'm going to go ahead and put Create Zap. Okay, that's step one. From there, I'm going to select my trigger. My trigger is Metricool. By the way, it's in beta, but I've been testing it and it's working fantastically. So you'll be ahead of everybody by checking this out. Then you get to choose the event you want to use. So I'm personally going to do one that I've been wanting to do for a while, which is new inbox conversation. Now, Metricool has an inbox tool that manages all of your DMs in one convenient place so that your team can support you. But this is a great way to get it into your project management system so it's not out of sight, out of mind. So I'm going to select new inbox conversation by network. There we go. And hit continue. From there, I'm going to go ahead and sign on in to my Metricool. Now, a little backstory, Metricool is free for up to 50 scheduled posts per month. But if you're working with a team and you've got a project management system, you want to access the API. So the plan that you're going to look for is the plan that is, ready for it? Team 15 or above. So it's still extremely cost effective at just $35 a month. Check it out. We've got access to the API. Now, I can't show you the next step because otherwise it'll give you access to a lot of my personal information that I can't share. However, once you've signed up for your Metricool account, integrated your platforms, then what you're going to do is go into your account settings in your Metricool scheduler. From there, you'll see at the bottom of the screen, there's a little field that says API key. You can simply copy that API and paste it into the window that pops up from Zapier. I'm going to name this Metricool demo for the purposes of sharing this with you today. Beautiful. Now we're going to hit continue. From there, we're going to go ahead and select the brand that I want to use this for. And I specifically want to use it for my social media platforms, so the Mrs. Peterson. From there, I'm going to go ahead and select my provider, aka the network I want to monitor DMs from. We could do Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, or choose a custom integration. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and do Instagram. Once that's all set up, it's time to test the trigger. All right, you guys ready for this? Let's go ahead and test this trigger. Testing, testing. They found a conversation. All right, you ready for this? Let's keep going. From there, I'm going to go ahead and select continue. Now I get to choose the action that is created every time a new inbox conversation on Instagram comes through thanks to Metricool. So I'm going to go ahead and select Trello. But of course, you can pick whatever platform you want to send that notification to as long as there's a synergy between the two. Let's go ahead and pick Trello. So I'm going to go ahead and share that when I get those messages, I want a new card to show up on my special board for DMs for my team to just check in on and make sure that everything is going great. So I'm going to go ahead and select Create Card. Then I'm going to choose this board here. Check it out. I made this just for demonstration purposes. Messages, DMs to connect with. Now I also created a board for content for Instagram that's scheduled. You can do this for drafts. You can do this for a whole bunch of those different actions with different lists, boards, and cards for any of the processes that you want your team to support you with managing. So this is where I want it to end up, right here every time, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put Create Card, we got that. Select Continue, choose my Trello account, and let's go ahead and keep on going. From there, I'm going to select the board I want it on, which is Rachel's To Do. After that, I'm going to go ahead and add it to the messages/DMs to connect with. And here I get to add a name to it. I'm going to go ahead and make it New DM, because it's always exciting. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and write my own thing here, but you can, of course, use the data that's already there, including the conversation and who it's from. So if I wanted to, I could add the name, the text, and more. But instead, I'm going to put, hey team, new DM to check on Instagram. Please archive this card once you've checked in on that DM and responded appropriately. Now, since this is going to show up for every single one, I'm going to go ahead and put thank you. All right, let's go ahead and keep on going. Now, there's a lot more data that you can add. You can choose the card position, so whether it shows up at the bottom or the top. I mean, I always do the top. You can choose who it is assigned to, the due date, file attachments, URL attachments, a checklist name, and so much more. But I'm just going to keep it really simple for now. We're going to go ahead and hit continue, and then we are going to go ahead and test this out. You ready? Test and continue. Let's go ahead and check it out. Dun, 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 dun. And look at this beauty. This makes managing DMs, content plans, drafted plans, scheduled content so simple for a team to manage. This is going to be a huge support. If you want to try Metricool out, check it out. We've shared a few different links in the bio beneath this video. And I also want to share with you, this is kind of neat. Your team can still, as usual, go ahead and archive that card. You can use whatever project management system you love as long as it works with Zapier, and feel free to have some fun as you plan out and manage your workflows with you and your team. Enjoy.